It is 4:30 in the morning for one of us. So or four is a match. But again, everyone, welcome to Guardian Popcorn. This is our podcast between myself, Spidercides, and Liger 313. And then we have our special guest. He's the one, he's the only, he's the king of India. We got King Allan right with us today. Hey, buddy. So this is episode 10 for all of you. Obviously, some of you here might be new. We've been doing this for about 8 weeks. We started at about the end of July. We've had guests like Ilsa, Galad, Triple Wreck, and obviously we wanted to get more great people on the podcast. So we reached out to King Allan, I believe last week. We sent him a little message and instant reply. He was down to do it. So we really appreciate him, coming out today. It is pretty late or early where he is. So we definitely appreciate that. But yeah, Allan, King, start us off. Tell us a little quick bio of who you are and what you're about.
My name is Allan. My full name is Allan Malcolm Moses, and this is the second place ever that I've been able to share it. Nobody's ever asked me that. That's my full name. That's my actual name. It's not a call center name that people pick up call center name. That's not. This is my actual name. Yeah.
Can I give a quick shout out for a second? Your girlfriend here just loving you in the chat right now.
Oh my God.
But yeah, continue. I just have to give that shout out.
Yeah. She's weird. Anyways, my dad's my dad's crazy. Like he's a full Indian, a pure Indian. My grandmother was half Australian, so my mom's a quarter Australian. So I have a little bit of Australian in me. My dad's a player. When my mom came in or whatever, from wherever they were coming in or whatever, he reached out to her, did his player things, and he got himself a dope ass lady, and that's where I was made. I'm international already.
Wow.
I only know 2 languages.
Okay,
it's
cool.
Tamil and English. My dad knows 7 languages. He's fucking crazy.
So what languages does he know?
He knows Hindi, Urdu, Telugu, Malayalam, Tamil, English, and I think he knows a little bit of French. I'm not sure. Like I don't know how much he knows. He's crazy. So yeah, that's about me, personal stuff. I'm not single. I have a girlfriend. She wanted me to make sure that I told everybody. But when I am single, I'll say to my DMs. You know what I'm saying?
And for anyone watching, we just had a slight disconnection. But don't worry, we should be back live. Just refresh if anything. We're still recording, by the way. Us three. We're good on our end.
I think it still says offline.
Yeah, it's reconnecting. Give me a sec.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Refreshing, get a duke in with an ad.
All right, we're here. We're good.
All right, sorry about that, everyone. The internet of mine just cut out for the first time live on a podcast, so it happens. Technical difficulties from time to time. We're trying to connect with India right now, and obviously from Canada to India, and then we got the States right with Liger. So, but yeah, we were for that piece. Obviously, we'll include that into the podcast. I have started the re-recording. But yeah, so you were mentioning that your dad knows 7 languages, and then so what were the languages again?
Wild.
It's he knows Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Urdu, Hindi, English, and a little bit of French.
So in terms of what's his main language, like because he knows 7. Obviously, I'm guessing he knows.
His main is Tamil. Like it's the oldest language in the world.
Wow.
It is like it's literally the oldest language in the world.
And is that the language that you know apart from English?
Yeah, that's the one that I know. Yeah.
All right, so give us. I want to hear some Indian. All right, so let's go for I don't know, what's a common phrase? Say you love Destiny or something. I don't know. Say a line for us.
Okay. எனக்கு Destiny ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும், which means I love Destiny a lot.
Do that one more time.
எனக்கு Destiny ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும்.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's pretty dope.
You hear like the background of his like throat and like
Yes.
you know
Yeah.
like the thump
Yes.
you know. It's
That
kind of
is
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
it's pretty
sick.
badass. I'm fascinated by like hearing other languages because there's a lot of languages in the world. Liger, do you,
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what?
Sorry, go ahead. Can
No. I was gonna say, you know what's crazy? Like, when I speak in English, right? It's not an accent that I put on. Like, it's natural, right?
Okay.
But when I have a conversation with some of my buddies here, like a lot of like Tamil, like I'm talking to them in a lot of Tamil or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And then I come back and I talk to anybody in English, like for about 10 seconds, the accent from Tamil like just translate to English, and for a second I'm like, what the fuck did I just say? You know, like it's crazy.
But that hey man, it happens, right? I've seen it happen with like so my dad's side is Brazilian and then my mom's side
Yeah,
is Chilean. So when they speak in their language or they're trying to speak English, you can tell the difference.
yeah,
Like they out of
yeah.
nowhere an accent pops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Liger, do you know any other languages or just English?
Come on, bro. Don't make me look more stupid than I actually am.
Yeah.
I was homeschooled. I wasn't forced to. I wasn't forced to learn a language growing up in high school.
That feels bad.
Yeah.
It is something I wish though. I wish I learned Spanish or French or like Italian. Like
Oh yeah.
I know like Spanish is so well known, renowned like around the world to be able to speak it. And I wish I was, bilingual. But at the end of the day, I feel like I know you could always start and learn a language at any point in your life, but I honestly just don't have the time to learn a language right now. So, yeah, it is something I wish, if I could wake up tomorrow and
One sec.
know a different language, then I would pick that and like a lineup of choices.
We interrupt the regularly scheduled program to bring you this important message. If you live in the United States of America, please remember to vote. Thank you.
I wish I had a Go XLR and this was a joke, literally a joke. Right? But I wish I had a Go XLR and a Stream Deck, bro. And my brother Mello, like he donated like $800 straight away. You go get yourself.
Holy shit!
All right, buddy, chill out there. I can't deal. And I think
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think I'm the only Indian content creator to ever hit 1,000 subs in the second month.
In the from the second month of you starting streaming?
Yeah, I hit 1,200 subs. I think.
Holy smokes, that's incredible, man! That's unheard of. I'll be honest with you. Out of all the streams I've lurked, to me it's unheard of. I don't know about you, Liger, if you can agree.
I don't.
Yeah, I've been around Twitch for a minute, and I do a lot of lurking, and have that many subs off the bat as an affiliate, and to retain them is absolutely unprecedented.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. I cannot take credit for all of this, because what I'm doing is what people think that I'm doing is they think like I'm being a certain way for them to like me or whatever. I'm literally not doing anything. This is me from the PS4 days. Like this is me. Like I wake up. I'm so happy if anybody even acknowledges my existence. It's, like I'm needy as fuck. I'm very needy. And when somebody acknowledges, oh, he knows me. Yeah, like and it feels so good. And this desk, I was thinking about it the other day. I don't know if you caught that video. I was sitting sobbing about it because my previous desk had holes in it, dents in it, and we were. My community is crazy,
But you gotta give you have to, at the end of the day, you're very humble and you're very thankful for everything you have in your community, and I respect that. And a lot of people will, and you're going to continue to grow based off the fact that you have a humble attitude and a humble approach towards your community. But at the end of the day, you're still streaming, and the people are there for you. So you you have to give yourself a smidge of credit, because you can't. It takes a special type of person to be able to grow a community and have people come in every single stream and to look forward. People post this all the time, and I always struggle with it, but you're the reason for someone to want to watch on Twitch. We all have that person. There's always that one person that we look forward to them pressing that go live button. And
Yep.
I have a few streamers that I really do cherish, that I love when they go live, and it's those type of communities that harbor such great growth, and that's what you're doing right now. And you got to give yourself some credit at the end of the day. So,
And I
give
know
yourself-
and
give
I know you
yourself a pat on
don't
the back.
I know you don't care about partnership, and this is your passion. And the best part about it is, at the end of the day, let's face it, like affiliate and partnership are so similar. There's only a couple differences,
Yeah.
and the fact that
Yeah.
you've done so much as just an affiliate, like Liger says,
Yeah.
you should be proud of yourself and your community for for basically helping you, be successful and move on to higher and greater things. Obviously with the Bungie bounty, the Bungie focus, and who knows what's around the corner next, man. Like I can only imagine if you've done this in 7 months, what are you gonna do in in a
14
year,
or
2 years, 3
24.
years?
Yeah.
It's and by the way, you're doing it in the most unique 2020 year.
Holy shit, yeah.
This is a bizarre year for all of us, and again, also
Say the least.
serious, unique. It's been a very interesting year for the most part, and look what you've done. So
Yeah, you are.
100%.
You decided to switch to a career path, or not even, just do something passionately because you do enjoy it so much.
Yeah, man.
Whether it is a career for you or not, you picked a wild time to do it, and I give you a lot of respect and credit for that. So.
And that's a good point, actually. Speaking of that, is you gave up a career or something that you didn't like. You know what I mean? But it was clearly sustaining what you were doing. You're living, right? But you left your job to start streaming. So most streamers will actually go into the process of being, comfortable, right? They have viewers.
Yeah.
They have, like, let's say right now, you'd be like, okay, now I'm gonna quit my job, right? But the fact that you did that before the process even began is kind of, I'll be honest with you, you're a risk taker, man. So it's kind of crazy.
And that's confidence.
Are
and
are you gambling? Are you a poker player? Are you gambling?
No, no. I'll share my weaknesses along the, we'll talk about my weaknesses, but yeah.
We'll talk about everything. Yeah, no worries.
This is what I believe in, right?
Mm-hmm.
It might sound corny. You must have heard it a lot of times or whatever. If you're not 100% invested or fully committed to something, I don't think you can ever be successful. You cannot see growth straight away, like in any field you pick, right? I never expected to jump in here and be, to achieve all the things that I've been able to achieve with the help of my community, right? I was not, I didn't expect it. Because every time I hear one of my people, when I say one of my people on my streamer buddy, talking about, oh, my numbers have dropped. No, fuck that. There's 2 people in your stream. Those 2 people are giving you their time, buddy.
Time is money, brother. Time is money.
Yeah, time is money. I say it all the time,
bro.
I say it all the time. But my outro for my stream is always like, thanks for your subs, money, or whatever. Right? Thanks for your love, whatever. Especially thanks for your time. I always say that at last, and I'm specify it because not everybody has the love and dedication to give you their time. And even if one person is giving you the time, bro.
And that's in general, by the way. That's not even streaming related. That's in general.
That's
life.
That's life. Yeah. That's what I'm
friendship. That's relationships. That's everything.
That's everything.
And honestly, speaking of that, my goal is to give Liger at least an hour, every Friday. That's as much communication that I can with this guy here. Because
even when he's even when he's 20 feet that way.
Even though, bro, I just can't. Too much Liger is just too much. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, calm down. Calm your ass down.
Joking.
So I have a question for you. So you've lived in India your entire life, correct? You grew up there. You were born there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been anywhere else in the world?
I've been on a bunch of business trips. Don't ask me about the places, Like I've been to United States, I've been to UK, I've been to Philippines.
Nice.
It's all like business trips. You can't really enjoy yourself like that, You just
True.
Go there,
and
just come back, and you don't have memories about it because you didn't have fun,
Yeah, you're there to work. You're there to work.
Yeah, and you always have people that guide you where you have to go, where you have to check in. When you have to go in for the meeting. It's boring lifestyle. I don't want to live. I believe in leaving a footprint on the universe before leaving. Like, your life has to mean something. I'm
That's
not
awesome.
talking about achievements, yo. Like I'm not talking about achievements or goals or whatever. Your presence should have been obviously your family and friends will know, you know.
Of course,
Oh, you
100%.
lived, you died, I'm hurt, I'll get over it type of shit on that level, right?
Hmm.
Your life should mean something in terms of your existence should have made somebody's life better,
That's amazing.
or it should have meant something. I believe in that. Like it's,
No, and that's a
I
good
don't
thing.
know.
Not many people do think like that at the end of the day, right? I don't know how many
Yeah,
people wake up in the morning and go, I want to change someone's life, or I want to. And by the way, it can be simple because I remember I was talking to some friends about this. Like you walk into a mall, you're going into stores, the door closes behind you, but you see someone about to walk in. Do you A, open the door for them? Do you B, just continue doing your thing?
yeah.
Like, do you do A or B, right? And the people that do A, they actually, oh shoot, someone's right behind me. Let me walk back, open this door, let this person in. You kind of, I don't know what it's called, but you kind of like spark something in
You know,
their mind, and then
yeah, yeah.
suddenly as they live their life or go throughout their day, maybe they open a door for someone else, and they start like it's
No,
like
yeah. There's no maybe at all. There's no
yeah,
maybe at all. That is a
exactly,
definite.
yeah,
So the spark you're talking
yeah,
about, that's a memory.
hmm,
You literally made yourself a memory to that person. Like
yep.
they will remember
Subconsciously even,
you.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they will remember you. You
Yeah.
walk along, they're not gonna know. You didn't make a difference. You didn't create a memory right there.
Mm-hmm.
You open the door for that person, right? No matter what your thought process is, you wanted to flirt with them,
Yep.
you wanted to be kind to them, you wanted to do whatever, but you
Yep.
open the door. That moment, that memory will define how they go on about from their next moment. You know what I mean? They might walk up to the store and they might repeat that process for somebody else for whatever reason,
Yep.
and whoever they touch or create a memory with, we're
100%.
all connected in some way or the other. And
Mhm.
that is why whenever I see all these things on Twitter about this ego stuff or whatever, like I don't understand it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't get it because if there comes a point where I can do something to make it memorable for both you and me, I'll do it. I don't care about how big you are, how small you are, how big I am, how small I am. When I call you my brother, I mean it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I
there's
love
no
it.
ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm not trying to gather massive fandom or fame. Like I don't care. I'm too needy with the smallest acknowledgement. I'm all for it. I'll just be at your feet, running around. That's how I am.
And this
Like,
and this behavior, so you mentioned like your dad. Obviously, he's a big dude. He's 7 languages. He's a big shot. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Is this personality coming from your dad? Is it coming from your mom? Is it a mix of both? Like, how did
I
you
don't.
do this? You know?
I don't. I think it's a norm in India. Too nice in India in general. I Oh, I wanted to talk about. Oh, I'm so bad. I keep going off on tangents. Like, anyways, I think it's because I grew up alone. I grew up in a boys' convent for about 6 years. Like, I grew up
Okay.
alone. The only time I
Okay.
ever come back home is when there's a holidays and shit like that, right?
Okay. Okay.
Um, I think I learned brotherhood there.
Okay. So a lot of this is coming from that. So that's pretty interesting. It's I guess it's a social interaction between other people, and then you slowly learned like how to treat them, I guess.
And
Yeah,
at what point in your life was that? What time, like age frame was that?
I don't know, fifth grade, sixth grade. Like I grew up there alone, like for a long time.
Okay.
It's
Eh,
it
eh,
was good. I learned a lot of things. It's one of the best part of my life. I'm genuinely telling you that. Like I learned everything there, like everything. I learned how to clean the bathroom and not think it was dirty. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
no
eh,
job is menial. No job is trivial. I learned that over there because as a hosteler, it was our duty to clean the playground, to clean the bathrooms, whether it's the school bathrooms or the hostel bathrooms. We have to clean it.
of
We have
course.
to wash our own clothes. We have to maintain a schedule. Like you wake up in 6 hours. You shower, you get ready, you go for mass. Like for
Mhm.
Christians, you know it.
Mhm.
You have a morning mass for about an hour, and then you go study for about an hour, and then you have breakfast, then you have school, then you have lunch break, Everything was so planned and
It
organized,
was a routine, basically.
and it was a routine, and it was a routine with a bunch of people, and I learned brotherhood over there. I learned discipline over there. I learned that you should commit to something that you do and not think of even the smallest job as a small job, like, because everything means something.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
matters. Everything matters. Yeah.
Yeah, and no job is trivial. Like, if you think King Allen has not cleaned the bathroom, you're wrong, my friend. Like I've cleaned
the
so many
king, the
bathrooms in
king
my life.
started from the ground, moving his way up to
That's
the.
right.
There you
Started
go.
from the bottom.
Yeah,
Another
yeah,
thing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, finish.
yeah. So, like, it's the way you look at things. Like, this is not everything. Like, there's actual people you can touch. There's real changes in life you can make, that you can make somebody else's life better. Like, you're walking around, somebody's fucking cleaning the street. Like, show them some love.
Mhm.
You might change that person's life. You don't know. That person might be looking for something. You know.
Absolutely.
And,
Completely agree.
it is like, you can change people's lives by doing the smallest things. So no job is trivial, no action is small, nothing is menial in terms of looking at people or work or whatever. Because my brother, shout out to my brother Rico, he's a streamer too, Rico Suave.
Mhm.
He cleans streets every day, works like double shifts,
Wow.
comes back home, same energy, streams, and then he makes sure that he makes as many people as he can laugh or smile or give them a good time, and then move on about his day, like, with no sleep, and then go to the work next day.
Wow.
See, I admire people like that for a reason. They're dedicated. It's easy to do this, what I'm doing, but I'm doing it full time. I mean, the only downside is I don't make money off of it, like, in terms of, like, how do I say it? It's a risk.
Yeah,
It's a huge risk.
there's no consistency, is what you're saying. Like,
There's
there's no guaranteed consistency. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing about me streaming that I can say, right? But these people are actually, like, they inspire me. They really do inspire me. I've sat at conversations with Rico. I've prayed with the things that he shared with me. Like, it's we need to talk to people, have, like, personal conversations with people before you judge somebody. You know.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's like, I'm messed up emotionally because I went through a lot of bad phases in my life,
Mhm.
right? And that's all my fault. It's nobody else's fault, okay? Like, I was in a relationship before, 3.5 years. I was engaged, and she cheated on me.
Fuck.
Let me say, like, I'm 5 years clean and 2 years sober.
5 years clean and,
and
2 years sober.
yeah.
Wow, congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you. And do I forget about all those things? No, I don't. I keep it at the back of my head to remind myself that I can be a shitty person.
And you learn from it at the end of the day. No matter what the experiences are, you got to learn from it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And those made memories too for me. Like, people that got me out of that situation were friends. It wasn't family. My parents don't know yet.
Hey, man, that's impressive.
Yeah.
And Nathan, you had a question before?
Trying to remember it now.
All right. Well, I got one.
Yeah, go
more
ahead.
thing.
You go. You go.
So you mentioned you grew up alone. So I'm gonna assume by that you mean you have no siblings. Am I correct?
Oh, I do have siblings, but
Okay.
she was the queen of the house.
Oh, okay.
She's an elder sister. She's the queen of the house, and I grew up alone because they wanted me to learn things a certain way, to grow up like a dude,
Become a man
to-
like
to-
early,
to,
yeah.
to be self-sufficient, and
Yeah.
I get it. And I love that they did that because I'm gonna do the same shit with my kids.
Oh, of course. At the end of the day.
You know, Yeah, like, I think the biggest failure for me as a dad was if my kids are unable to treat somebody with respect, that's it. It's over.
Mhm.
I don't care if they're successful with their careers or all that stuff. Money comes, money goes. It's easy to say money comes, money goes, but I genuinely don't care about it. If my kids don't learn that they should respect everybody the same way and not based on what they bring to the table, you know what I mean?
No, 100%.
Like, they should respect Liger and Spider the same way they would respect Shield. Shield 2K, that's part of my community. Like, it shouldn't matter what you guys bring to them. There shouldn't be any agendas. There shouldn't be any, what can I acquire from this person so I can respect them. It shouldn't be that kind of. I fail as a parent right there. That's all I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
No, I get
Like,
it.
I think my parents. Yeah, and I feel like my parents did a great job with that.
And question for you, the background, is that like someone singing in the background, or is that like
you fucking uncultured, you uncultured fuck?
And this is why I ask questions. I ask.
I know. I just want to fuck with them. That's all.
I'm from Canada, buddy. We got igloos, all right?
Alan, explain to him what that is, because I think I know what it is, but I don't know the proper term.
Yeah, that's the XXX Tentacion doing a live concert. Nah, I'm joking. There's no, that's basically 2 streets away. There's a mosque 2 streets away, and they have like this huge speaker. This is their prayer call. It happens 5 times a day.
Oh wow.
And they pray this. You can't do sound complaints and stuff like that over here. You just can't. The people respect it because the Christians here do it too. The Hindus here do it too.
Oh no, I wasn't sure, right? I was just like, oh, maybe someone's in his home or neighbors singing. Like, hey, you gotta ask questions, right? Because someone's gonna be listening to this or watching it and be like, hey, wait, what is that? So I'm glad we got it, and at least we now know. So that's awesome. That's cool. Have you ever been to one of those things or no?
Oh, I've been inside, but I've never actually prayed. You have to wash your hands. You have to wash your feet. It's a very serene place. Very serene place. You enter, you can feel the atmosphere.
That's amazing.
You will feel that. Okay. I'm not an atheist. Okay. I believe there's a higher power.
Don't worry,
I just don't believe in religion. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're spiritual, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm spiritual.
That's good.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
At the end of the day, man,
absolutely
it's
nothing wrong with that.
everyone has their own beliefs. I believe robots are like gods. Like that they're gonna take over the world.
Okay,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Stop it.
Oh my
God. Since you mentioned that, so let me just smidgely pick your brain. So, like, Indian culture obviously is you believe, like, refresh me on what most Indian culture believes in. Then, do you not believe in the same thing, or do you, or what would you say?
All right, so there's only 3 main religions here. It's Christianity, Hinduism, and and Muslims, right?
Got it. Okay.
So basically, those are the main 3 religions. There's like 237 more religions that crazy.
Gotcha.
But this is the thing, though. This is how I look at it. Anything that's divisive, I don't support it.
Anything,
like literally anything that's divisive in any way, shape, or form, I don't support it.
Interesting.
Okay.
Anything, like, it can be anything. If anything at all makes you forget in any way, shape, or form that you have to treat somebody right, which is mostly what religions do right these days, I just don't support it. And that's my beliefs on in being a human being over anything else.
And
I like that.
And in terms of I know in terms of cultures, you guys are not supposed to eat certain things. You guys eat certain things. Like, I know some cultures you gotta like you don't care. Like, you'll just eat whatever. Because I know what's the phrase, halal. I know like some
halal. Yeah.
Halal.
So that's basically that's making sure that the
meat is blessed. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't suffer before. The halal is mostly with the Muslims, right?
Okay.
That's what happens. But the Hinduism, they don't like eating cow, beef, whatever,
Yeah.
So there's a lot, and I don't partake in any of that. I support. Food is there for you to eat, I don't care what you eat, as long as you're feeding yourself and you're well fed and you're healthy. Like, I'm okay. You can eat whatever you want. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Speaking of food, do you guys have like Uber Eats there or DoorDash or things like that?
We do, but people don't use Uber Eats here as much as they use. There's something called Swiggy here. Swiggy.
Okay.
And they're way faster in delivery and they have more connections.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
So, what, like, You don't have to give me your exact neighborhood that you live in, but like what part of India do you live in? Like,
it's the southern part of India, Tamil Nadu. It's one of the best cities in the world.
nice. Okay.
I'm capping. It's the best city in my country. It's the best city in my country. It's called Chennai, and this city is kind of one of those places where you can find so much diversity in terms of people.
Wonderful.
You can find any kind of people here, like literally.
Cool.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to like go into, speaking of like different countries and things like that, let's give a shout out to the person you're dating, because I've always found it interesting of like long distance relationships. So so give a shout out, go for it.
Oh, it's it's Queen State.
Dude, your next words better be very wise.
I low-key wanted to say another girl's name just to annoy her.
Oh shit! Playing with fire.
Oh man, so
Yeah.
it's good. I always found
We're
this.
weird like that, bro.
So you both have dated, if I'm not mistaken, for 3 years, right?
3 years, yeah.
Okay, and I'm assuming that you guys met through the community, or like gaming.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I don't know if y'all want to hear this story.
Brother, this
No,
is
take it away.
why you're in the
No.
podcast, bro. This is
Take
this
it
is
away.
the
I
reason.
want to. You guys are dating from around the world.
I'm good. Like this is not gonna hurt me at all. Stace, you ready, baby?
Let's go. Yeah, she gave you the green light.
Oh,
Go.
let's go.
Go.
And, by the
Green
way,
light.
and a little pause before you tell your story. For anyone listening or watching on YouTube or on Twitch right now, Queen Stace is actually chatting. So this is his girlfriend. We have a chat going. A lot of people are speaking out. So she just gave the green light, to so to speak, for King Allan here. But yeah, take it away.
Oh yeah, take it away.
So basically, she's in Scotland, and I love people from Scotland. Just not the things they believe in. They believe in unicorns. That's their national animal. You guys are weird, right? Anyways, so
Love
basically,
it.
I was in PS4, and I knew. Okay, I used to play a lot. I was kind of like one of the PS4 people that everybody knew in the PS4 community, and everybody reached out for any raid carries or PvP helps or whatever. And I didn't like stream it or whatever. Just like we used to make sure, like a clan of 100, everybody got through the raid every week. Everybody got their PvP stuff done every week. That kind of a person.
Okay.
So she randomly, when I was, like when I was like doing raids with the boys or whatever, she was there, and she thought I was annoying because I had loud music playing in the background, and she hated me or whatever. And then she needed a clan eventually at some point, and I was like, all right, you can join my clan if you want. Like, the way I speak to girls, the way I speak to dudes is the way I speak to girls. You know.
Okay.
It's a bold move. It's a bold move.
Yeah, like I don't really, I don't.
It's all about
I don't
equality.
speak
It's about equality.
Yeah.
Equality. That's it.
Yeah, it's more like you're a gamer, you know. Like that's it. That's all I look for, you know.
Yeah.
Like you game, we chill. Okay. And so she wanted the clan, and I was like, all right, cool, or whatever. At that time, like I had a. This is not me flexing. I promise you. I had a lot of people in my DMs, whatever.
God damn, you got some big balls, bro. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
She's seen everything. I have nothing. And yes, there's still more. Yeah, but yeah. So she was one of those people. Then she was like, "Oh, I like you, whatever." I'm like, "I like you too," because
So she slid in your
we're chill.
DMs. That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
That's adorable. Fucking
Yeah,
true
so-
love at first sight.
Yeah, and she messaged me like, "Oh, I like you," and I was like, "I like you too. We can play whenever." Because my mind is immediately like, "Which activity are we gonna do together next time we play?"
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing. That's how my brain, is wired. That's what I'm thinking. And I was like, and I was like, all right, cool, and whatever. And then as the days went by or whatever, we were playing together a lot. And then again, another day, we revisited the topic, and she was like, I like it. I was like, I like it too. And she was like, no, I like you. What does that mean?
No, I like.
What is
like
this?
You.
What is this English from Scotland that I don't understand?
I like you.
And I was like, wait, you wanna
What?
like be boyfriend girlfriend? Like, what's going on here? Like,
Mhm.
and and she was like, yeah, like, and I was like, all right, I feel somewhat the same way about you, but I'm not clear, not sure about it, because I went through something. So I took that entire week like to talk to her about everything that's happened with me,
Yeah,
and I explained because it's not fair to lead somebody on,
of
you know.
course.
So I told her the difficulties in terms of my family. I mean, I don't care if they accept it or not, but the other difficulties. My dad has stage 4 cancer. Mom's are
Oh,
a heart patient. Um, so I need to financially be there for them, at least for the time being.
Yeah.
Uh, um, and I explained that situation. I told her about my addictions. I told her about my fiance and the breakup and everything that happened and what kind of baggage I have. The whole
wow.
shebang,
That's amazing, man.
everything.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's not fair. She's gonna hurt. I'm gonna hurt. Like if we get into a relationship and she doesn't know all of this.
Yeah, you rather
And
just here's who I am. Do you accept me for who I am and what I've been through? And then if
yeah,
yes, then awesome. Let's move forward. That's how you're supposed to do it. It's good.
Absolutely. That's
yeah.
phenomenal. So, how often do you guys? How often do you get to see her?
So yes, so far we made 3 big plans, like huge plans, to stay over for about a month or so,
Hmm.
just to be with each other. First time, my dad literally got admitted in the hospital, and I was sitting in the hospital with him coughing blood up,
Damn,
and
man.
she was in a call with me for about 12 hours, crying and sobbing, like because of dad, and obviously because the plans got canceled the first year, and
Understandable.
yeah, and the second year she made the plan to move over here, like because obviously I couldn't because of dad and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So she saved her own, like, I don't know, $2,000 or something. Or she doesn't make a lot of money either.
Hmm.
So she, so she saved up a lot of money, booked the place, the room, or I mean, was gonna book the place or whatever, and then she lost her job.
Oh,
Fuck.
fuck.
She lost her
God
job,
damn.
and yeah, yeah, and that took a really big toll on us because we haven't really like touched each other. It's hard. Um, and then this year,
Fuck 2020.
I'm assuming
yeah,
COVID.
God bless
yeah,
America.
yeah, and like literally, the rooms were booked, the flight was booked, you know,
Hmm.
and then
Ah,
COVID was like, nah, fucking hold this out. I was like,
So
all right,
so let me ask you, cause I'm in a long distance relationship as well. My girlfriend lives in
yeah,
Chicago. Our
mhm,
borders, flying wise, is technically open. She can't come here in either form of transportation, but I can actually fly there and back.
yeah,
Is the
yeah.
borders closed for you guys, like where India is? Are you guys like, uh,
Everything is closed here. The shops are only open for 6 hours.
holy
The
smokes?
railway station is like on full lockdown. Airports, only private jets are allowed to fly. It's
Wow.
crazy.
Is it that bad
It's
over there right now, or are they just trying to control
not.
it?
They're trying to control it. The death
Okay.
count is the lowest here among any country.
Okay. Okay.
low key, what he means is their country leadership is doing a good fucking job.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so everyone in America
That was a
vote.
shot at my own. That was a shot at my own country, by the way.
I know he ain't talking about me, bro. So
No, you're fuck. Hey, we don't need to be political, but like, holy shit, my country's the fucking shittiest when it comes to what they're doing. So
It's not more so political for me. Like if it makes sense, if a decision can save people's lives, like you will take that decision. How stupid can you be?
of course.
Like you can't be
Uh,
selfish.
one thing I do wanna ask is, so okay, you guys have been together for 3 years. Is there a
Yeah,
goal
yeah,
in mind? Like, if are you, so you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna
I'm
leave
moving.
India? Oh, you're moving to
No, no, no.
Scotland. Oh, that's been.
I
Oh,
will.
wow. Okay.
I'll be moving to Scotland. It's probably gonna take about a year and a half, at least.
Nice for the
And
whole
she knows it.
process. Nice.
Yeah. So the whole visa process is crazy. We recently broke up for the 178th time. Uh, yeah,
That's
but
not good for the visa,
with
by the way. Just want to let you know.
the
Don't say that when you guys do the interview. Don't say, hey, we've broken up 150 times. Don't say that. I wouldn't. I would just saying.
That fucking office person's gonna be like, get the fuck out of my office. You're wasting my time.
So basically, like it happens, like a lot of real emotions are involved. Like, I understand how she is feeling, and we're very similarly dissimilar. We're both very emotional people, but on different levels. I'm a realist, and I'm very logic based, but I'm very emotional at the same time. She's one of those people who's very emotional, but she thinks magic can happen.
Okay.
So like we're different, kind of similar.
So
and that's weird as fuck.
So, and Liger knows this. I'm all about relationships and romance, and I love things like this because it's unique in terms of like our generation. Like if you go back to like when your parents found each other, when my parents found each other, when Liger's parents found each other, I guarantee you they ain't hooking up like meeting someone online or gaming or whatever, right? Like they're doing something totally different than what our generation is doing right now, and I can only imagine what our future kids will be doing 20 30 years of you just think about that right now and you're just like
all I'm saying is we've lasted longer than most marriages. Like
on average, especially now.
Yeah, and then I would let her go and she would let me go if we didn't think it was worth it. It's very painful, yo. It's not easy. Like it's obviously it has a lot of judgments that comes along with it. Our friends, my friends, my friends literally.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild to think about it though, because it's like, and it's the whole generational thing of like how we grew up comparative to how our parents and our parents' parents, our grandparents grew up. Because like my mom and dad, they grew up literally within a mile of each other, and they didn't meet until like their mid-20s. My dad was a manager at a hardware store and my mom was working there as an associate, and that's how they met. And it's like they grew up a mile away from each other, and now they've been married for 30 plus years. And it's like your parents met, your mom wasn't from India, correct? So like and now you're dating someone from fucking Scotland. It's wild. I mean, and it gives you the whole like, you really don't know where your soulmate actually is from, because if you live in this whole, like the whole circle, this tiny little circle of like, oh, well, I have to marry someone from my state or my city or my whatever. You truly won't know what type of true love you can find. So I give you guys all the props and the respect to go through what you're going, because if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You got to do what you got to do.
And 100% by that, because in long distance, when I started out, because I've been a year officially with my girlfriend, and at first she said no to me. I was the one that like, hey, let's try this out, and she's like, no. And I said, hey, come on, it's me we're talking about. Let's try this out. No, I'm like, all right, can you just think about it? And then we tried it. We talked every day, and we still talk every day, no matter what. And we do a lot of video calls. And I mentioned this to her before, and I don't know if you do this with Stace, but video calling is probably the saving grace of the long distance relationship.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Right? Like the fact that you can visually see someone. By the way, we've done like dinners where I'll order, like, let's say Chinese, she'll order Chinese, or I'll order it for her with the Uber Eats, have it delivered to her, and then we'll eat like together. And it's kind of it's kind of a grateful thing. It's kind of like, oh, thank God we actually have something like this, because I don't know how else we do it without technology.
Absolutely. So that is every day. You're describing my everyday with her. Mm-hmm. We watch movies together.
Oh, we do the same.
We eat together. We make plans. We make a lot of plans together, and we see it through for the most part without complaining, because that's what she does. She loves complaining. It is what it is. Like, I'm so used to her being her. Like, I don't want her to change. That'd be so weird if she doesn't complain tomorrow, And and I have my flaws. I have major flaws. I'm always thinking logically. You know what I mean? Like, if I take 2 days off because of compulsion over here, then the Saturday off that I usually take, which I spend with her, for me logically, I have to stream on Saturday. Because I already took 2 days off. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, because I'm focusing on what I need to do. But then she's like, for her, the 2 days that I spent with her doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I never gave her the 2 full days, but you get it. The time that I spent with her in those 2 days doesn't matter. For her, Saturday is her day. You know. And
Hey.
if I don't give her that day and she throws a fit, and I'm like, "Whoa, what are you flipping? Like I gave you a lot of
Hey
time,
man,
and we had a lot
four
of
words for you:
together,
happy wife, happy life, brother.
Happy
So
life.
that's all I gotta say,
Yes.
man.
I ain't even in a relationship, and I know that shit.
Yo, all that is cool. Yo, all that is
Damn.
cool. I need to make sure that I'm happy too.
Of course.
Yeah.
No,
I love her. I'll give her the world if I could. If I can move there tomorrow, she already knows I'll be there. You know.
That's amazing, man. That's honestly, I do want to try one thing. I don't think you've seen the previous podcast when we've done this with Triple Rack or with Elsa. Have you ever heard of the favorite animal? No?
No.
All right, perfect.
No.
So let's do it.
Hit him.
For anyone in the chat, we've done this in previous episodes, and for anyone listening, we've done it with Elsa and Triple Rack. And you're more than welcome to try it right now. I'd recommend getting a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, whatever, or just type it on your phone. So bear with me. So this is how it works. I'm going to ask you, Alan, what is your favorite animal? And for anyone listening, you're welcome to do the same. Think of your favorite animal. And Alan, what is it?
For me, it's the tiger.
A tiger. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then from this tiger, what are 3 qualities that stand out from this tiger that makes it your favorite?
Sharp, attentive. So it's basically the same thing. It doesn't make its partner hunt for it. It's a go-getter.
Go-getter? Okay.
Yeah. And it doesn't back down from a fight either. Like it's committed 100%.
Committed. Like
no. Yeah.
Perfect. And then now pretend tigers don't exist. And if you're listening right now, pretend your favorite animal does not exist. What would be the second favorite animal? What would stand out to you? So not tigers. What's your favorite animal now? And for anyone listening, Alan is leaning back in his chair he's struggling right now, thinking of his second favorite animal.
I think we died, by the way.
Did we? No.
Oh wait, no. Okay, we're good.
No,
it was like lagging. Okay.
Oh, we're good.
Okay. Come on, one more animal.
This is a tough one. It's not really not this tough.
Because there's another animal that comes to my mind, but I don't like so many things about it though. It's almost the same as a tiger, but
okay, so same qualities that you like about it, but what's the animal?
It's a fox.
Fox.
I don't like a fox, by the way.
No, but if you were to like some qualities about this fox, it would have the same qualities as what you're putting.
It would have the same qualities, yes.
Okay. So, in terms of your favorite animal, that represents who you are. Because typically, your favorite animal is going to be related in some sort of fashion. So, you are sharp / attentive, which I believe is true. You're a go-getter, which again, I think it makes sense. And last but not least, you're committed, which I truly believe you are based on your relationship standards as well as your work standards. Your second favorite animal would represent your partner, and in this case, it'd be Stace. So Stace is technically speaking your fox. So she is also a go-getter, committed, which I believe in a long-distance relationship for both parties to work. Both have to be committed, so I definitely see that. And she's also attentive. And in this case, in the chat, she's definitely picking any little thing you say, so I think attentive is definitely right in that aspect. I don't know if you'd agree with those, but that's how the favorite animal works. So your first favorite animal represents you, and your second favorite animal represents the person you're either interested in if you're single or your actual partner.
So basically, you got everything right about her.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very nitpicky person in general. she is not interested in a lot of things, but in the things that she is interested in,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to her, by the way. She's working on something for Glasgow as a whole. She went through some difficulties, uh, when she was applying for certain things because she's a single mom and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's starting a charity that'll help with free service like this stuff. So she rarely gets interested in stuff, but when she's interested in it, the same way with editing, she didn't know what to do with editing, but she learned by herself. She, you know, yeah, but yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Good, good. I hope I've never had it not work. And for anyone in the chat, I'll tell you guys a fun story. I guess I did it. I said it the last time. So for anyone listening on the podcast, for any of the what was it, Liger, 35 to 55-year-olds listening to this?
Oh yeah. So once again, shout out to our older group of people listening, and not really older, but like our average listeners on Anchor and Spotify, because Spotify is like our number one listen to like part of our podcast. And shout out to the 35 to like 49-year-olds who love this podcast.
Shout out to you guys, because you guys are
Seriously,
making it happen.
You guys
right
are
now.
awesome. You get 2 shout outs in a row because you guys are awesome. You're helping make this be way more successful than anyone thought. So
yeah,
I appreciate it.
No, 100% shout out to them, because at the end of the day, we wouldn't be here without you guys, and obviously with Alan's community checking it out, it's definitely been a good time. All right.
Hell yeah.
So apart from the relationship, we gave enough spotlight to Stace. All right. This is about you. All right. So we're gonna go back to who you are, and I want to go into more gaming stuff. All right, because this podcast is partially related to gaming. So I want to know your first favorite game that you've ever played, and your all-time game. So the first game you played, and then your favorite game.
Well, the first game I ever played that will forever be a memory will be Contra.
Contra. Okay.
Okay, nice.
It's not literally the first game I played, because literally the first game I ever played was Super Mario, but the one that stuck with me was Contra.
Okay.
As I was into shooting stuff,
Oh,
and yeah, and my favorite all-time game will always and forever be Destiny.
Cool. Destiny 1 or Destiny 2? What's your pick? You only got one.
It's easy. Destiny 1, Destiny 2 doesn't even stand a chance.
Really? Eh? I'm the opposite. I actually think Destiny 2 is a better game than Destiny
1. Okay. Can we talk about this?
Yeah, bro. This is what the podcast is all about.
I think Destiny 2 is way more disconnected in terms of lore than Destiny 1 was. I've read every single Mario Kart. I have 2 of the lore books from Destiny 2. Destiny 2 does not have the kind of connect that Destiny 1 had. I'll explain.
Okay.
If you play Destiny 1 stories, right, as much as you think there was very little stories in there, right, everything was connected, and you got the chunk of the story from doing the story missions, like 100%, including the cutscenes, the raids, right? Whatever you went and read in the Gumon, additional chunk that you wanted to learn. But the problem with Destiny 2 is those stories that you already have and the cutscenes you get from the raid, it's not enough. There's so many disconnects everywhere. Okay. And I'm a PvP player.
So in terms of PvP, what was your favorite era?
If you don't say D1 vanilla, I'm gonna be upset.
A lot of people say Rise of Iron. I'll be honest with you.
Nah, it was Rise of Iron.
Yeah, see? There you go.
And I'll tell you why it was fun. Because my mentor Manny and Ogi were the people who taught me how to play PvP, right? We were like they were drunk and we were doing trials, and we did this one-edged sticky bolt with the warlock. You remember? You stick him and
bro, there's enough stickies in the game. I definitely don't forget that horror.
All the idols, all 3 of our idols back at that time for PvP was real crafty. Like my man's cracked.
He's cracked, man.
Yeah, he was. His content was phenomenal.
Every time he comes back to Destiny, I'm sorry, he's captivating. He's just different,
That's right.
And we matched him in 12. We 5-0'd him without using a single gun.
Wait, sorry, what?
What? I'm sorry. Come again?
So what? You just use nades, the
We
sticky nades.
literally stuck them over and
Oh
over and
man,
over
you're
and
disgusting.
over and
Ban,
over
bro,
again.
ban him in the
That's
channel,
not,
bro.
that's not even
All
the
right.
memory.
Kill the cast. It's over.
That's not even the memory though. That's not. He was doing double carries. He was doing double carries. That's not even the memory though.
Mm-hmm.
So right after that, after that game, Crafty was like, "Fuck this shit." His exact reaction. Puts on one sticky bulb, right?
Okay.
With a warlock. Every time he killed somebody, he threw the nade and he was like, skill.
I can see him doing that.
Oh my god, bro. What a day. We quit playing, we were just sitting there laughing for hours, just enjoying it. It's crazy. Some streamers, they convert even their anger into content.
Oh yeah.
That is just phenomenal. He made us laugh. He gave us a day.
Yeah.
You know?
Bro, he was easily one of the funniest streamers still to this day.
I can literally see him saying, "Fuck this shit." I could literally see him saying that. And he's a fun dude. He's a fun dude to be around too. I've met him. I've drank with him at GuardianCon and PAX events, and he's a fucking trip. He is a fucking trip of a dude.
And speaking of GuardianCon, Alan, have you been to any like convention or?
No, none, bro. G621. That'll be the first time Stace and myself.
Yeah,
nice.
There's gonna be so much alcohol poisoning in fucking 2021 if conventions happen. I'll be real honest. Because I am ready to go fucking drink with my fucking friends. Holy shit.
I feel like.
For me at least. For me.
Yeah. You know he's 2 years sober, you asshole. Weren't you listening?
No, I won't be drinking. I don't think I can control myself. That's not because, I don't think I can control myself. Like,
it's a choice.
I'm
at the
wild.
End of the day.
You don't want Wild Allen. Wild Allen was fucking wailing.
And don't worry, I don't get drunk either. Like, it's not my thing either. It's a choice. At the end of the day, it's what you choose to do.
Yeah, that's not a judgment on anybody. I'm just weak. I can't fucking control myself. Yeah,
it's a choice. So you choose Destiny 1. In terms of Destiny 2, we got Beyond Light around the corner, coming on November 10th for anyone listening. What are you most excited about? Like, obviously, there's not too much, but we got a meaty article yesterday.
A lot.
I don't know if you read it or if you heard about some of the news that's coming, but what are you excited about?
I'm excited to explore new content with my community. It's going to be the first time where I'm going to experience fresh new content with my community. That's all I'm excited for.
That's amazing.
Literally.
That's pretty sweet.
There's nothing that I've not done with my community that's not been old. Like, I have 6,000 hours in the game. I've done everything,
Wow.
I've literally done everything. Like, I'm like bored out of my mind, except for when I'm doing like private matches. I don't read TWABs. I don't educate myself on what's coming because,
True. I'll educate anyone listening and or watching live right now. When it comes to the TWAB that came out yesterday, some of the quick summaries. I'm gonna turn that long TWAB into like 30 seconds. Okay, so one of the biggest advances that they're doing is they've invested a lot of money into their engine, which, if anyone knows, Destiny 2 is running on like Halo 3. Okay. So when it comes to that engine, they've actually invested so that weather, that snow, the blizzard, those effects are new additions to what's to come. And that's some of the surprises that they had. So not only that, when you're in a public space like the moon, Earth, whatever the case may be, and you see a blueberry or you see xKingAllan, you're just like, shit, I want to play with that dude. You can literally join that person without basically, when you join someone, you get jumped to orbit and then you fly back in. Now, when you join them, boom.
You're saying it's instantaneous?
Instantaneous, just like Division. So
that's pretty fucking lit.
Exactly, which they weren't able to do before. So you got that option there. Not only that, you have public events and they have real world activities that they're going to be able to adjust and make little tweaks. So I spoke to Dre from Recognition, and he gave up a good point because they're changing the type of style that they're doing. So I know everyone is complaining, and I'm sure everyone would agree, that standing on a plate for 50 seconds or a minute is fucking boring, okay? Or shooting a target. It's just not enough. What they're going to do now is they're going to be able to do different things, maybe statuses. Maybe you got to freeze an enemy for that TV to turn on for you to just shoot it, and you got to do something else. So rather than you walk into this room, door opens, kill boss, door opens, stand on plate, door opens. It's going to be more fluid. That's going to have different things, which hopefully will make it a little bit more unique. And then last but not least, they've updated all the emblems. So obviously new Bungie bounty emblem, new fashion emblem. So all that stuff is on the TWAB, or if you guys are following my Twitter, I posted about it. There's some cool stuff there. But that's pretty much it. And then I'm sure there's going to be more surprises of what's to come. But I'm personally excited about actually, one thing I did forget, they will allow you to change your face in the game. So I took off my helmet for the first time in 3 years, and I can't wait to change it. And I'm assuming we're going to get beards in the game. And Alan, I think you're going to be excited for that.
Oh my God.
Mark my words, I'm calling it. The beards will come in the game. I'm calling it. You don't do face adjustments without beards. I'm saying it right now.
No, you can't.
I'm telling you right now. I want to make my guy look so old. I want like the white beard. I want to be like just looking old.
Give me fucking like fabled customization. Like you could fucking do everything in Fable. Like if I want to get my scar that I have in my eyebrow, I can give my scar on my fucking eyebrow. Like
I know. I love it. I love Fable.
I want
Fable
that customization.
If you were a developer, Alan, and you were working on Beyond Light, what is one thing that they haven't announced that you'd be changing and improving right now? What would you do? And I don't want to talk about cheaters. I don't want to talk about any of that. Let's talk about like.
Yeah. No, see, everybody keeps saying anti-cheat. This is just an idea that I want to.
No.
So you know how trials cards happen?
Okay. Yep.
In the process of a single card, obviously, if 7 teams are playing against the cheaters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All 7 teams are gonna notice that they're cheating because it's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
In a single card, if they get 5 or 6 reports, they should be, banned for the next hour from playing.
You know what? That's actually a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, because it reduces.
I didn't even think about that. That's genius. I gotta say, that's actually pretty smart. I like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Instead of like waiting for, anti-cheat to come in or whatever, they can make all these adjustments here and there to like mitigate some of these things. It's not gonna completely remove it, but I'll tell you what, it's gonna annoy the shit out of the people that are cheating.
Yeah, and even if they get like a weekend ban, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. You play Gambit or Comp, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get kicked to Orbit and you get a ban. How long are you gonna wait to play the game? You're either gonna go play another activity or you're gonna switch to another game. If it keeps happening over and over again, they're gonna keep getting removed over and over again.
No, I like it. I think that's genius. I've never thought about that, and I think that's actually genius. I personally, if we touch on cheaters a little bit, obviously they're aware they're gonna do something. The fact that we're gonna have to uninstall Destiny 2 and reinstall the game.
New engine. What?
No, it's not a new engine. They've already talked about updating the engine, but I'm calling it right now. We're saying secret anti-cheat in the background.
If we're uninstalling the entire base game and reinstalling it fresh,
well, they said it's not a new engine. In the article that they talk about,
yeah, they can say what they want to say. But...
I don't think it's a new engine. Based on if you read the whole article, it's not. It's just updated. They just upgraded it.
I mean, to be fair, Sarah did say it's not a new engine, so I believe Sarah.
There you go. So,
who?
Sarah Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I think that's stamps of approval. That's it, seals the deal, you know. Liger, what's one thing you would change in the game or add?
More worthwhile, or not worthwhile, but I know it's hard to like have long lasting content, but content that's meaningful to continue to grind. You know, there was times where we got to grind certain content that was fun and we got really well rewarded for it. And then they're like, oh, you're getting rewarded too much. Let's notch it back. Kind of like Menagerie. You know, I liked Menagerie grinding because you could run back and forth and get as many rolls as you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a lot of fun. That was worthwhile because Menagerie took, 10, 15 minutes to do. But at the end, then you get fucking 10 to 12, weapons or armor drops that you're trying to grind for. And it made the grind worthwhile. I just need more worthwhile grinding and content. That's all I really.
Would a horde experience for either of you suffice?
Oh my god, yes.
Like an actual horde.
Give me Halo like ODST horde, like that. The firefight.
I think that's where Bungie has a problem. I'm a completionist. I played the game for different reasons compared to what most people play.
Mm-hmm.
But like you're a completionist too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna do everything in the game regardless of whether it's good or bad, because I have no CD about Destiny, right? If I want to enjoy the game, I don't think loot is the only way for me to enjoy the game. Everybody can talk about having extra loot, but I don't think that makes you enjoy the game or makes it worthwhile. They have to stop worrying so much about, what? How do I say it? Whether the loot is worthwhile or not, and give that energy and time to make sure that the content is worth it that we're playing.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. You remember Omnigul, not for the loot you got from there.
Okay, I see what you're going at. The two blues.
Yeah. You remember Omnigul for what? For Omnigul being Omnigul and screaming.
Yeah. And then let's not forget about the two blues.
The two blues. I mean, honestly, the two blues and the chance of purple was that's what triple. That's at least what triple wanted.
Yeah. So, but you get what I'm going.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. You want something memorable to remember something about it.
Yeah, something about it. I feel like people relate to the game and play the game. The replay value of the game goes up more and more as long as it's memorable.
True. I like it.
Every time you go into Omnigul Stray, you already know you're starting a conversation with about Omnigul. You're probably cussing her out, or probably like making fun of her, our voice. We're probably talking some lewd shit about her. But you're sparking a conversation there because the first time was nutty, and the second time is gonna be better because you have something to talk. The more and more you make the game memorable for people, the replay value of that activity goes up.
100%. I think for me, if I were to add something into the game, it would be, let's bring back SRL. I want it. I need it.
Oh my god.
SRL,
please.
but I want SRL mixed with Faction Rally. I know the old Faction Rally was like kill things. I want SRL mixed with Faction Rally. I want it to matter.
I think you're the right person to ask this question. So why do you think you like SRL?
Why?
Why do I like SRL so much? Not because I have a box that says it's SRL right here.
No. Yeah, but what got you so excited about SRL?
Because it was different. For me, it was totally different.
You had fun.
Yeah.
You had fun in that activity.
Nothing mattered in the game other than just doing it. Yeah.
So much fun. And
you didn't get loot from it. You weren't even looking at the loot from it.
Nope.
You were literally looking at the experience that made you feel like, oh shit, I wish this was back.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was such fun content, and it for the Guardian Con charity stream for the SRL tournament that Cheriona and the team put together, it was so much fun to look forward to and compete in. And hear the casters cheering for you, or trying to caster curse you, like my name is Bife did to me. But it was different content that didn't matter. You had fun with your buds racing for hours on end,
Yep.
And I grew up playing racing games. I played Burnout. I played Need for Speed and a bunch of different stuff. And it's mindless. It's mindless stuff because mindless content that's like, I'm just zooming. I'm zooming and I'm having fun. I'm chilling with my friends. It doesn't matter if I win or lose. Like, it doesn't matter if you fuck up. Like, if you fuck up in a raid, people get upset. Or
keep that energy. Keep that energy right now. That thought process. Keep that thought process. Think about Destiny 1 and everything that's memorable. Literally, strikes were memorable. Raids were memorable. Activities were memorable. That is why Destiny 1 will always be better than Destiny 2 at me.
Until they bring some of the Destiny 1 stuff and remaster it into the game. Because we're getting a lot of it. A lot of stuff you like is coming. They're all coming.
I feel like people don't think about why we like it in the first place. People don't take the time to think about why we like something, why we enjoy it, why we enjoyed it before, and why are we not enjoying some of the things here. It's how you felt about that game and what are the memories that you got from it that made you feel the way you felt about it. It's definitely not the loot. It's not the loot, boys.
No, it's the memories. It's
and I miss the cutscenes. Honestly, I miss getting all those cutscenes. We don't get that anymore, really.
You still think Destiny 2 is better, Spider?
I personally, as a core game, yes, I do. I think the RPG elements, there's way more content than Destiny 1. Destiny 1 had too many droughts, in my opinion. In terms of the memorable activities, absolutely. Oryx is by far one of my favorite raid bosses. However, Last Wish, the Dreaming City, the lore behind that planet alone was exciting. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff with that, and I think the game, in my opinion, like back then, I didn't give a shit about what my build was in Destiny 1. But now, yeah, man, I got 100 mobility, 90 intellect, 90 recovery. It matters now, and that's what I like, and that's what I hope it continues to grow in. But one thing I do want out of everything, I want the shaders to fucking be deleted. I don't want shaders in the game anymore. Give me a color wheel. Give me a texture wheel. Call it a day.
Fuck.
Let's just stop. Let's just stop this shader business. I don't want shaders in my inventory anymore.
I want to design. I want to customize.
Let me do what I want.
Everything.
Let me do what I want. Even if I have to pay Glimmer to customize my own shader, let me just do it. I'll pay money. I'll pay money.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Let me do designs like take a book out of Call of Duty and let us do our shaders for our guns custom.
Or not only that, what if, Alan, you have a crown and the A with a circle, right? That's your logo. What if we had a system like Call of Duty where you can pay for a system, submit it to Bungie for approval, because obviously they need to make sure nothing's rated R and all that stuff. But they approve it, and now you can put that image onto a gun. Or maybe on your patch on your arm, on your cape, whatever. Imagine you can put your logo in the game for branding.
That would be fun. They can do it. It's just a matter of
it's a whole other system, you know.
No, for sure. I'm just saying, like that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking like RPG, like full control.
Okay, let's take a look at like the bird. Let's take a bird's eye view of the business aspect of Destiny and Bungie, right? They literally just got away from Activision, which means they paid a huge chunk of money to get away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They have another IP going on in the background too.
Yep.
Which already made them drop the ideas of Destiny 3. I'm sure that was the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
And they're extending Destiny 2, right? They have to invest in Destiny 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have to make sure that the content is better. They have to make sure the loot is better. They're already making changes.
They need to make money.
They're what is it? They're making anti-cheat. Obviously, anti-cheat is coming. It's definitely not coming this next season. It's coming though. I know,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a lot of investments that they have to make for them to sustain themselves. And obviously, somebody out there, some smart person out there, is gonna say, "Everyone's made this amount of money for whatever." You don't know how much backlog of payments that they have, buddy. COVID just happened.
Yeah,
I'm very understanding of Bungie for one reason. There is no other game like this, period.
Oh, 100%. Bro, how many games have been out there that have technically failed? Like Anthem, you know? So
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Bungie killer.
Right?
Yeah, the Bungie killer. Division was Bungie killer. You know.
And Division, by the way, I do play Division, and I think they do a fantastic RPG job. I think the best, and out of all the games. But every game has their own like niche, you know, their own like their own fallout. But yeah, in terms of Destiny 2, you're right. There's nothing. I don't think there's ever going to be anything like it. So
No.
They made sure they built the game hand in hand with the community. Like, if you don't see it from that perspective, there's no point of you playing this game. Like, it's crazy. It's just massive. Destiny community has done some crazy freaking charity stuff and untouchable charity stuff. And you know, the game has lasted for a decade, even though technically it's only been out there for 6.5, 7 years.
I think it's a game for the long term because they've been in the top 10 of Steam since it started. So
yeah,
if you're a business owner, if you own a game, you want it in the top 10 forever,
top 10, yeah.
right? So they're doing something right. I love the people there. I think they're all awesome. So they do care about their game. I know a lot of people like rag. Like I can only imagine what the community managers have to deal with in their DMs or their tags or whatever. I don't want to. I never want to be in that position to even wonder that. But you know, kudos to them to handle all of that criticism and heartache and still be involved and dedicated to the game that they love and play. But obviously we can go all day in terms of talking about Destiny, and this podcast is I wanted to make it a little bit longer than our previous podcast, only because we had those disconnects earlier, and I'm gonna have to like mesh all of the sounds and MP3s together, and hopefully it sounds pretty good for the podcast.
Have fun
splicing everything. Again, for anyone listening and watching, we appreciate you. If you already know, for all the new viewers, we'd like to do hot takes at the very end of our podcast episodes. We've done it for every single one, and we're going to do it for this one right now. So the way hot takes works, Alan, we do it for the guest only. Okay. So the way it works is we give you two options, option A or option B. You get about 3 seconds and you just go with your gut. What's your first answer? So if I say blue or red, you say your color. Let's say you say red, done. We move on to the next one. There's going to be 5 hot takes. They do get harder as it progresses. Okay. So, hot take number 1. Obviously, we haven't talked really about consoles. PS5 or Xbox Series X?
PS5.
Damn.
Hot take number 2. Do you bring back the Gallahorn or do you bring back the Vex Mythoclast?
Gallahorn.
Hot take number 3. Your dream home or your dream car?
Dream home.
Hot take number 4. Middle of water. I've asked this one of the previous guests, and I love this question. Middle of water with nothing around you, or being burnt alive?
Middle of water, nothing around you, but being burnt alive with people there?
No one's around. You're alone, right? So either you're basically going to drown, because obviously you're in the middle of water, or being burnt alive. Drowning or burnt alive?
Nah, burnt alive. I want to feel.
You want to feel
You want to feel it? Holy shit, that's dark.
That's dark.
No, I want, even in my last moments, I want to be able to feel everything. I don't want to die without feeling.
True. Good point.
Fucking flood my lungs.
The question of the day, hot take number 5, the finale question, the ones that everyone's always waiting for. Queen Stace or Equagen?
Equagen.
Equagen.
Oh! He didn't even hesitate. Holy shit.
Too funny.
Face of a cold-blooded murderer.
Cold-blooded.
Oh shit.
Cold-blooded. I love him. He's a joke. I love this guy. But in terms of everything, obviously, Alan, we're so happy to have you like on the episode. Your dedication to be waking up early.
Read what she said.
Read what she said. That
That
didn't even hurt. I know his stance on every topic.
I love it.
And that's good.
That's some true fucking love right there. That's some true love.
That's true, man. And I hope everything gets better for you. King Allan, obviously, we're truly thankful of you coming here. You'll probably be our first and only Indian streamer, because unless there's more out there, hopefully we get to learn more about them in the Destiny community.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Yeah,
Trust me, I'm working on it.
Work on it, and hopefully we can, have one of them or have both of you in a podcast in the future. King Allan,
Absolutely.
where can everyone find you?
I'm on Twitter, xKingAllan. I'm very active there. This week has been shaky because a lot of IRL stuff happened, but we're good. xKingAllan is where you can find me on Twitter. xKingAllan is where you can find me on Twitch. That's my main platform. I will be making consistent content on YouTube as well in the future. Probably the next week, my montage is dropping. So you can take a look at that. That's King Allen on YouTube. It's basically King Allen or xKingAllan in any platform.
Love it.
I'm on Facebook, I'm on Insta, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube. Wait, you can find me anywhere. And I'll respond to you. No matter who you are, no matter which platform you message me on, this is what I can promise you. You will get a message back from me. I like talking to people. I'm needy.
Awesome. I love it. Liger, where can everyone find you?
Twitter, Liger313 with an underscore forever. And that not forever, but like underscore forever, because I'm never going to get rid of my fucking underscore. And then Twitch, just Liger313.
And then for myself, everyone, you can find me on Spidercides on Twitter, on Twitch. I stream every so often. And then for all the listeners or for anyone watching on YouTube or on Twitch, be sure to follow our Twitch channel. We stream obviously an episode every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If not on Friday, it will be on a Wednesday at the 7 p.m. Eastern. And also Guardian Popcorn on Twitter. You're more than welcome to follow us there and stay up to date with everything going on. And basically keeping an eye out in terms of what we have coming. So for next week, Liger, who do we have?
Oh, yes. We have no one else but our favorite Australian, Miss X Tony.
Ooh,
very excited about that one. So
Tony.
we can hear about, we heard about India today, and we can hear about Australia next week. We're going all over the world. So if you guys know her, she's been around for a long time. She's in T1, and she's a great person, and I'm excited to find out more about her. So
amazing. And then right after that, we have the sensei of King Allan. We have xKingAllan on the Wednesday right after that. So we'll be sure to we'll be sure to tell him about King Allan and make sure the sensei knows everything. But,
that'll be a good one.
But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for being here on episode 10, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great night.
Peace.